mizzouhealth.org/backinaction. At Wrangler, we know that life is all about taking the reins, no matter what's in front of you or which way the road turns, because life is one big glorious ride.
Yeah, give credit to Texas A&M. It's a good football team. Obviously, the slow start doomed us. Down 21-0 at the end of the first quarter, and could never make up that margin. Had a couple opportunities when we cut it to 14, but overall just didn't play well enough in really any of the three phases. 2 turnovers on offense, multiple missed throws, holding penalties defensively, third downs proved, and then sloppy play on special teams with balls inside the 20. So hats off to A&M, like I said, but we can't overcome that. Before we can win a championship, we got to keep from beating ourselves, and we weren't able to do that today. So with that, I'll open up for questions.
Work hard, work safe, work smart, work union.
At Central Bank, we turn possibilities into realities.
Yeah, huge. I mean, we have big plays or had third down stops and had pass interference calls, had big plays, holding penalties. I mean, at one point it was 1st and 30 or something. I mean, just can't do it. Can't do it. Got to fix it, and gotta fix it.
We do banking better.
Not that I can recall yet, but when I watched it. Yeah. I'll have to go back and watch. That's what bye weeks are good for, Mitchell, is to go back and figure out what are the issues, how do you fix them, where do you develop, what are the issues that we got to get fixed immediately, how can we get people back healthy in the lineup. I think we had a gained first down, had a penalty, second down, and had throwing interceptions. Just a missed throw. He looked like he was trying to sit and lifted it a little bit and went into the corner's hands.
On the Central Bank Tiger Network from their
Preparation is the key to
I don't think so.
success on game day. And like your favorite Tigers on the field, you need to be ready right from the opening kickoff.
We're defined by the effort we play with on every play.
We've got your
And
snacks.
regardless of the scoreboard, regardless of what's going on, you define who you are by how hard you play. And that's the only thing we get to control. And I thought our guys fought their butt off in the second half. It didn't always go well, and we didn't still execute exactly what we want to. But forced into a missed field goal. Started the game off 3 and out. We went down and scored on a 97-yard, or the second half, scored on a 97-yard drive. Had some chances, but gave up a big third and long in the next drive, led in the touchdown. Well, my message was real simple. I was proud of the second half, the way they fought and how hard they played. But before we can win a championship, we can't beat ourselves. We got a chance to get healthy through the bye week, to reevaluate who we are, and then determine what we want to do for the next 5 games. We got 5 opportunities left to represent each other and represent this state, and we really got to go back to work and improve.
90-yard drive.
Do that starting on Tuesday.
The backs ran the ball.
Yeah, we had the interception, and I thought we were going to be out with some good field position, but we weren't because of the penalty. And really, I was trying to make sure that they didn't get the ball back, because they had all 3 of their timeouts, and they got the ball to start the second half. And so at that point, I believe it was 28-7, and they had just driven into the red zone and gotten a turnover. So if we were to do something and give them the ball back and then get a chance to score, then they would start with the second half and the game would be over. I thought if we could go 3 and out and score, cut it to 14, and then see how it played out, which is exactly how it played. I get it, everybody's got opinions on how to play the game out, but strategically, I didn't think with 30 minutes left to go in the game, of playing time to go in the game, to put ourselves in jeopardy by a turnover, which we like to get to. Or something, I remember right. Third down. That's a strike. That's how you try to win.
With the battery-powered AK Homeowner Series.
Twice, right? No, we had a chance. We had a just didn't execute. Tried to take a shot on first down, and so we had that negative play on third down. Had tried to run the ball, so I mean we were still obviously you'd like to stop them.
Show me zero means buckle up, sober up, slow down, and put your phones down. This message brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Local Safety, working towards zero.
Yeah, I mean it starts with not putting the ball in the first quarter. And 14 points on the ball. That's what starts. And yeah, I mean we got to do a better job stopping the run, but I think if we're not going to stop the run, we got to do better than that. That was really our Achilles heel tonight. We had two, first down or third downs on PIs that I can remember off the top of my head. We had, two third and over 15, 1/3 and 15 in the first half that they rushed up, ran the counter play and got a touchdown, and then a 3rd and 18 right there in the third quarter. So I think third downs we got to improve there. No. I mean, it's a heavy work week for the staff because you got to self-scout who you are, what's the problems, where do you got to get fixed, who keeps attacking you the same ways, and then we got to recruit. We got to recruit, and then we got to get ready for Vanderbilt. Yeah, it's part of the building process. 100%. This is part of the building process at Mizzou. Look, I realized maybe last year we probably overachieved, and so everybody assumed that those expectations would meet this year. It hadn't gone that way. We just had. That's part of the process. And again, I've said this before. I wish success was always linear. It's not. There's fight. There's wrestling. There's good days and bad days, and that's what we're trying to do. I'm trying to establish a culture. I'm trying to recruit great players, and we can't skip steps. And I would have liked to, and I thought maybe we could have, and maybe I got the fan base too excited and thought maybe we could skip that step, but we can't. We can't skip a step, and we're still fighting. I thought today, first quarter was unacceptable, but I thought the fight that our team showed was good, and that's what I tell recruits. Our team's fighting. We got to continue to recruit at a high level, and we're going to get some continue to develop the players that we have, and continue to reinforce them. There's plenty of opportunities for those guys that we're reinforcing.
We've got your salty snacks, your sweet treats, ice cold beverages to wash them down, and fresh tanks of cold pains and fire up the grill. Fuel your
Absolutely. Yeah, nobody's happy with the record. Nobody's happy with the record. Nobody's in there saying, patting themselves on the back. Being 3 and 4, I get it. Absolutely. We're all disappointed.
From Learfield, Mizzou football has been brought to you by
I'm not going to retrace the steps of weeks past. I'm going to focus on what we've got right now. I'm going to focus on moving forward. I can't go back to that. I can look at it, but if the question is how's the locker room doing, I think the locker room's fighting. They're disappointed, absolutely. Nobody likes to lose. Nobody likes to be called out about losing. All the blame needs to fall on my shoulders. That's my job, and I've got to do a much better job. But the locker room's fine. I think every lesson is loss is a lesson, and we continue to learn forward. And everything we go through helps us develop and grow. We're growing a lot right now. just got to win the next week. We got to get healthy. We got to improve in our fundamentals and techniques. And we got to try to win. We got to try to win the bye week first. Stay out of trouble. Show up on time. Be where you're supposed to be. Make sure you focus on your academics. Execute in practice. And then try to be 1-0. You can't do anything about the record. The record is what it is. The only thing you can control is the next test. Big. Yeah, I mean, hands inside is one of the key ingredients for not getting a holding call. We had several of those. Pass interference, you gotta, when their hands go up, you gotta get your eyes around when the ball's in the air. You can't put hands on a wide receiver when, you're trying to knock the ball out. So those are techniques and fundamentals, and if you don't do them properly, then you get penalized.
It's coming over.
No, Connor's our quarterback. I think he gives us the best chance to win. It's not always going to be perfect. He's going to get a lot of blame. He's going to get, but there's a lot of things that have to improve, and he knows he's going to have to improve from today's performance. But I'm not, I wouldn't.
Proud of our guys. Come on the road, get a win. This is always a tough place to play, and I didn't pay attention. But I guess there's some demons in A&M's history in Missouri after some big games and big wins. I guess I like to not be aware of those things. But proud of our kids. We come up and we challenge them to start fast, which we did. I thought the defense did an excellent job. We got turnovers early in the game. I thought we took them and converted them offensively. Big third down conversions in the red zone for the offense. We were able to get touchdowns, get field goals. Got stops, critical. Then we got the running game going. We had that first drive after the turnover. Then took an 80 or 90-yard drive. I mean, hit some big runs. The backs ran the ball really well. Got the running game going. Zach was really hot in the beginning, doing some nice things. And we're up 21-0. Then we get another turnover, and we get a break a run down to 15 and get a critical holding penalty. And that hurt us, man. Could have got up 28-0, and then come back, then pick up the first down.
Well, we didn't give him great field position with
missed field goal. Missed 2 field goals today. And had a bad snap on the second one. Missed a field goal, 2 field goals. That's uncharacteristic. Then we get a law offensively. Just missed a throw here, had plays here, and didn't hit them. And defense, we give up a drive. And all of a sudden, it's 21-7. That's a 2-play game. You say it's 14 points. That's 2 plays. And but then I think with 2 things, we did it twice in the game. Offensively, immediately took the ball and marched down. We had a big loss. Missed a block on a. We was going to take a shot there, and one of our linemen missed a block, got sacked. So we had a 17-yard loss. And they got a penalty for tackling our guy on the screen, which was a penalty, but it wasn't first down, so we overcame it and had a 3rd and 17 and hit a big critical third down. Zach made a great